good stuff coming here tonight. You want to cross over? Look at these signs. Can you turn your action into ideas? Can you make your ideas a lesson? Can you learn some? As I say, what must I learn from this God? Why am I in this? What must I get? What is this I must get? If I don't get it, I will stay in this. I will stay in this mess until I get it. Successful people, they know how to bounce back from setbacks. They know how driven they are. I know what drives me. You have to know what drives me. Oh my gosh. 5. Sign number 5. Successful people having a growth mindset. Growth. Not a growing mindset. A growing mindset is different from growth. A growing mindset is infancy in learning. A growth mindset is a person who has developed all these times and it's now become relevant and active in your ability and your actions. So you have to take this now and try to become growth. Your growth must be mature in your mindset. When I set my mind, the only person who can move it is God. Not you. Not my wife. Not my children. My family. Mindset. When your mind is developed, go. That is what successful people have, the mindset. Successful people, they read a lot. Or I read. Nobody does see when I read it. No. I just read a lot. I love to read. I love to listen to teachings. I love to listen to documentary. You know, all these things. You know, when you're successful, you have your mindset. You know, you learn to listen. You read, you listen. You know, yeah. It affects your teaching. When you're teaching, it's being affected by reading and studying and what you feed your mind. Successful people, they love to grow so they can know more. I love to grow. Growing is a part of me. They love to grow so they can know more. They get coaching. Most people, successful people, they get coaching from those who has grown, willing to keep growing and never stop. I will never stop growing. But I have a growth, which I have reached, and I'm trying to pass what to you guys. When you're successful, you learn to read, meditate, all these things. Spend some time with yourself. Wake up early. The more, when you're successful, you have a mindset. One time I met this guy. One time, guy, well intelligent, man, real businessman, real intelligent businessman. Have money, have cars, business, houses. In Kenya, man, you have a travel agency. He moves containers. He hires ships. You have a cargo thing. You have trucks. People working for him. I invite this man to lunch in Kenya, and and while we eating and everything, multi-millionaire. And I said, talk. The guy pulled out a notebook and started to question me and started to write. I went to learn from him, but the man's so successful. The man realized I have a keen knowledge. He started to learn from me. I said, what is this? I come to The man said, the man bought a book, he said, and he questioned me over the lunch. We sit for 4 hours and I end up teaching the man, but I went to learn the man. The man's smart. He wants to know more than he knows. So I was saying how wisdom. Some of us, the more you know, you get to know you don't know. The more you know, you find out, you get to know you don't know. To know, the more you know, you get to know, the less you know, the more you think you know. Oh, you never heard something. The more you know, you get to know you don't know. And the less you know, the more you think you know. Some folks ain't self-finished school. They ain't even have 5 years in Christ. I don't want to tell me what God and what God said to me and what I said to what God. And the more you know, you get to know you don't know. And the less you know, the more you think you know. Some folks ain't no squat and want to advise me. Hey, mark that down. The more you know, you get to know you don't know. The less you know, the more you think you know. Learning is to be a learner. You cannot want to know less and think you know more. You will never be successful. And if you get successful, you will lose it. Am I going good? I hope I'm going good. I hope I'm going good. If I'm going good, somebody else shout me out and say good. Come on, if I'm going good, let's say I'm good now.
Good. Muy bien. Muy bien.
Hey, never fake what you know. I don't fake what I know. What I know, I will give it to you for free. I want you to know more. I want you to know more. So don't feel you know more than me. I mean, this is only 40 years. Some people are born yet. They want to advise a 40-year-old man. Hey, what's that? Number 5. Number 5. Successful people, they embrace failure. Successful people, they embrace failure. Some people ain't like to fail. They don't believe they should fail. They don't believe they can fail. But do you know you must fail? Successful people, they embrace failure. You make failure your friend. Do you or can you embrace failure? Or do you take failure personal? I don't take failure personal. I will get out of this. Whenever you take failure personal, you're stuck. You will never move. Successful people, they embrace failure. And when they embrace it, the question, how do I get out of this? See, they are radically positive about the future. In my future, I am so positive about my future. Nobody can make me be negative about it. Not even my wife, the children, the church. The future, it is so clear in front of my eyes. Do you know what it is to wait 21 years to build a building? You know what it is to sit and wait? What I do in 21 years. 21 years. I said, I'm going to build a city. People laugh at me. You know, I put up a wall, one time the wall fall. Everybody come in and laugh. I'm like, hey, the wall fall. And then they laugh at me. Look at the whole wall, 100 feet wall, fall in a landslide. And the whole village laugh at me and mock me. Today, that wall up. That same wall up today. Radically positive about the future. I will get it. I will get it done. With you or without you. God will send somebody. When you think that you might be the only person that you depend on, God have people, yeah, you ain't say see it, but they'll only come when you go on. So sometimes you have to go for them to come. Successful people, they embrace failure. They believe it. It happened. You know, they believe it happened before it happened. When you're successful, you believe, you know, you can see it happen before it happens. That's how a person who's going towards financial success, they believe it will happen. Despite you say it can't happen, you believe it can't happen, but I say it will happen. Because I'm successful. I have crossed over. I am not going to cross over, you know. I crossed over and came across to bring you back over, you know. So not everybody will go. And let's be teaching in favor. Not everybody will go where I'm going next week. But I crossed over, done that, come back over to get you and bring you over. Do you want to come? Can you embrace failure? Oh, I fall, or I mess up, or this one. So what? So what if you messed up? So what if you fall? So what? Get up. Move again. But I lost the money, this and that. So what if you lost the money? You have life. Once you have life, you will get more money. You don't cry over losses. You laugh at losses and get up and go after more to lose. Successful people go after to get more to lose, because they just might hit success when they're going again. So they believe it happened before it happened. Always having positive expectation about the future. Successful people have that attitude about the future. Nobody can change my future. My destiny is sure it will happen before I die. The most successful people in any field has failed more than anybody else. All these guys, all these billionaires, check out how much time I failed. Some of them, they divorced 3 times. They divorced 2 wives. They divorced, they lost money. They come and get bankrupt. You know, they get bankrupt. They lost the estate, and they get up and go again. They never stand and cry. No, they get up and move again. Successful people, you know, they fail so often, it becomes a part of them because they know they are positive and they will be successful. It is not a lack of strength or knowledge, it's a lack of willpower. When you fall or fail and you get stuck, not lack of strength, you know. It's not lack of knowledge, you know. It's will, your will to do it again, your will to try again, your will to go again. When they condemn you, that's okay. They laugh at you, that's okay. Kentucky, the man Kentucky, he had a recipe for Kentucky, and for 60 years they took him down. And 65 years old, a man bought the recipe. Today, they have over 30,000 Kentucky around the world. He failed for 30 years straight, he failed. Not about lack of strength, but knowledge, lack of willpower. Success is going from failure to failure until they succeed. Success is going from failure to failure until they succeed. Winston Churchill said that. Enthusiastical way. When you choose yourself, don't lose that. Winston Churchill said that. He says, if you are a true successful person, you go from failure to failure until you hit it. Success is on the razor edge of failure. You cannot want to go after success and don't walk on the edge, the razor edge of failure. Once you go after success, the possibility failure is right there. But some folks say, I want to see the success before I go. You will never be successful. Go. You just might be successful if you fail twice. Some of us had to fail twice or fall 3 times to be a billionaire. But I don't be a billionaire. I can't fail once. If it's so, let me fail 5 times, yes. If I have failed 3 times to make it, well, never fail. But we don't know. We don't know. 6. Successful people, they have high EQ, not IQ, EQ. A successful person have a high EQ, not a high IQ. EQ is a person who surround themselves with intelligent people. The EQ is like a dunce, never finished school, not educated, but yet still he have millions. Why? He surrounds himself with people who have IQ. Oh, you all ain't get that at all. EQ is a dance, a person who finished school, like me. I never finished school. And I'm right now sit down on over $38 million asset. And I finished school. EQ is you have to have a high EQ. You surround yourself with people who know more than you. They are not smart people. You know, we're not the smartest people, we're not the smartest. We have no degree and PhD and subjects, but we have something called emotional intelligence. EQ have emotional intelligence. That means the action is what they use, the activities, the emotional, they take risks, they do things different opposed to a high IQ. IQ is genetic. You're born wise. Your family was wise. Your father was mother. Your mother a doctor. Your father a nurse. You're born with that instinct. But that EQ, they go up and dance, never finish school. When you are born with the IQ, you feel my family, we are all dentists. We are all lawyers, yeah, but here come a guy from nowhere, infinite school, and yet still he is a lawyer. So you have the money, because why? He take risks. He has something called emotional intelligence. In success, you know, EQ eat IQ for breakfast. In success, the ones who have finished school is more wiser than those who have all the PhDs and all the this behind the name. And the ones who have finished school, most times, they are the ones who fail more than the ones who have all the high IQ. EQ, you see, EQ can be developed. learn and refine. You know, emotional intelligence. It can be developed. It can be, you can learn. It can be fine. I am refined. I went to school in Washington, D.C. I'm a wife for scholarship to do my bachelor in theology. Only professor teaching in school. All of me. And I just a small country boy. For a 3-year course, doing it in 1 year. I'm a wife. 1 year. Still, what's the secret? I come to learn. I do 5 courses a week. Everybody do 2 courses a week. I do one every night. Every day in school. I come to learn. Because why? I know I ain't finished school, I ain't a professor. And I finished school. I'm a wife. I'm home. Scholarship. So, when you are successful, you have a high emotional intelligence. Meaning you don't crack under pressure. When you have emotional intelligence, you don't crack under pressure. You stay calm. When you hear you have EQ, you stay calm. Try to work it out. You know how to deal with stress. You know how to handle stress. When you have EQ, you know how to handle stress. 2 more. Successful people, very self-aware. I am very self-aware. This teaching I teach in here is not for everybody. Somebody will come and say, take that. Somebody said, I'm listening, and then I said, write nothing down. You say, take a note to go and look back tomorrow. Successful people, very self-aware. They know what they're good at, and they know what they're not good at. I know what I can do, and I know what I don't want to do. I'm self-aware. They know what the strength is, and I know what is my weakness. I know what is my strength. I know when I fall weak, I choose to be weak because I know my weakness. But when I know, so I choose. I'm aware, Carl, you're weak in this area, but I want to learn something there. I know my weakness. I know my strength. Self-awareness. They know how to manage their emotions. How to come out of it, get in and get out of it. They refuse to feel, inadequate. I refuse to feel that, but I ain't doing that. I'm afraid. No. I go in. I go into it. I know I know what I am aware of. I'm resentful. I know what to resist. I know what disappointment. You disappoint me. I can still carry my head. Every disappointment to me is an appointment. Disappointed when failure hit them. I fail. I said, all right. I walk away. I lost $12 million US in London. I lost about $13 million TT in Congo. I could just and I just get disappointed. People con me, they trick me, they rob me, almost kill me, and yet still I get up, move on. Because why? I am very self-aware. How many of these you have are very self-aware? You refuse. You have to refuse to be inadequate. Refuse resentment. How many of these you have? How many of these you really have? Only then you will know if you can be successful. You cannot cross over into godly finances and don't have. How many of these signs you have? If you have 3 of these signs, you'll be successful. If you have all 7, you are successful. You're on your journey. These signs, what I use in my life since I come up from the grave. When I crashed my car on the morgue, I went to hell, on the morgue, they don't have this. Since I come out there, I have learned these things through association with people. I learned to have courage. I learned to be hurt. People hurt me, and I still love them. I've learned to cover things in love. I've learned people lie on me. Lie. I just stay calm. People thought, well, okay, we catch him now. I'll catch him now. I have him now. And yeah, they're dead. I'm alive, so God keep me alive. No, people right now die, thinking I will die before them. There are folks right now praying I dead. Wish I dead. Hope I dead. People right now say, go dead. This for you. If I live, God keep me. If I die, God kill me. You can't kill me. Successful people live a successful life and then go home. Thank you. My God. Today is Father's Day. Right? Today is Father's Day. The whole world is Father's Day. What is Father's Day? What really is Father's Day? A successful person does not make days change the momentum. When you're successful, days and time and season, they don't change you. I could have Father's Day tomorrow. I got my birthday next Tuesday, Wednesday, if I want. I'm in charge of me. And let me give this revelation I close. The highest gift that God gives to any father from their children, the best gift to a father or a mother from the children is the gift of honor. Honor, Bible says, the only gift make a child live as long as the parent. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, and thy days shall be longer. Honoring is that is the best gift. And you can't honor your father only on this day, or your mother on this day, on Mother's Day. You honor them right through. If you wait a whole year to honor your father, you will not honor him. You honor him when you are asleep on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a high form of respect and appreciation because those parents brought you in the world. And God says, from Old Testament time, honor thy father first and thy mother, and thy days are longer. Honor in your parent is the best gift you give them. Don't cook no food for them. And tomorrow, and honor is right to their life. You don't honor only on Father's Day. If it's so, you are deceived, and the system has locked you up. And you're blind to understand. Honor your father so you will live as long like them. Some parents will bury the children because they don't honor them. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow night. God bless you. Much love, Carl Meade.